it is time for Mies LWD. He's going to be running us through some Metal Gear Solid. Take it away.
Thank you so much for that awesome introduction. I am ESASummer2023. Next to me is Aishma,
Hello.
the one and only commentator, not only from BSG, but only from ESA. Thank you so much, buddy.
My pleasure.
Care to join me on this great adventure of Solid Snake. With no further ado, without running out of schedule, we're going to start at 3, 2, 1, go.
So I guess a lot of you viewers actually know this game because by this point it's 25 years old, which makes me feel really, really old. But in case you don't know what this game is about, we are playing as Solid Snake, a battle-hardened espionage warrior that has had quite some adventures in Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2. And now he's back for his third outing because a special ops unit known as Foxhound has gone rogue and has taken over Shadow Moses Island, where we are now, which is basically a nuclear weapons storage facility where they are actually doing some weapon tests at the moment. So you can imagine that, you know, the government isn't exactly keen on those terrorists having access to those nuclear weapons. So they send in Solid Snake alone on the mission to take out all the terrorists on the island. At the start here, Mies just killed these two guards really, really quickly, and then he's gonna have, well, he doesn't have a chat with his superiors because obviously that's just gonna slow and would save time. But we just have to, you know, stand around and kill about 2 minutes until this elevator actually comes down. So Nordic, if you have a message or anything for us to read, now would be a good time to get it in real quick.
Sounds good. I've got $25 coming in from Max Andrews. They say thank you for this wonderful event and keep up your fantastic work. And that $25 went towards saving Meryl. I've also got $20 from Fingers the Hand. It says, come on guys, we have to save Otakon. He likes Japanese anime after all. And of course, that went to Otakon, which puts us really close. I'm not going to tell you how close. It's really close.
Okay.
And
well,
you've got what? 4
I want to say 3 more minutes-ish about until we have to close that. So, you know, there is still time to get your donations in and see if you will save Meryl or Otakon. If you're wondering about that, well, keep wondering. We're just gonna, you know, show you what that is all about in a little while here, because this elevator just takes forever. I mean, you know, the music is kind of nice. It's very atmospheric down here, but I would really like some actual elevator music right now. Huh? Okay.
There we go.
Called it. Called it. So, yeah, this is actually the elevator that this has been waiting for. There is no way to fasten this up in any way, shape, or form. Now Mies just hit the wall here to make this guard go to the right, and he is completely confused. I mean, how blind is that guy? You basically walked right in front of him and he was like, nope, I'm not seeing him. I'm not seeing him. He just doesn't want to do his job, man.
It's amazing. I don't know.
It is. I don't know what these guys were doing there. Anyway, we're going to have a little bit of talk again with our friends back at the base because, again, this is a solo infiltration mission. Now, keep in mind, it only started with Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, where you could just, I think it was triangle, and all of these codec sequences would get auto-skipped. However, we're playing the first Metal Gear Solid, so we don't have that luxury, so Mies actually has to mash through all of this text. And if you know this game, there is a lot of text to mash through. Holy. Anyway. We are making our way through this helipad right here, and Mies is just going to wait out for these searchlights to be in a cycle to go ahead and grab the first chaff grenades of the run. With these, he can disable electric equipment like this camera that we're going to walk through right here. And then we're just going to walk through this guard who was sleeping. And, you know, he woke up, but we are already long gone through this shaft and are actually starting to infiltrate the base because, you know, that is where we want to be, to get rid of all these terrorists hoarding all these nuclear weapons. I mean, we're kind of not defeating, knocking out, whatever, every single guard. We are mainly focusing on the members of Foxhound, you know, basically the leaders of this terrorist attack, but also not really. I mean, you may have heard about them. You know, we have Vulcan Raven, we have Psycho Mantis, we have Sniper Wolf, Revolver Ocelot, we have Liquid Snake.
Ninja.
I mean, he's not part of Foxhound, really.
Harry all day.
He is more of a wild
tagging along for the
card. I mean, there is a little bit of history going on there, but yeah. Let's see, or that's well, count. How many of these we're actually gonna encounter during our speedrun game?
See.
It won't be a lot. Anyway, we finally got into the base proper, and our first call of action will be to get to one of the underground levels. Now we have to hit the elevator here, and that was very good RNG, because if you hit one of the elevator buttons, either the elevator is immediately there and the doors open, or you have to hit it a second time, and not. And now we are already this far into the run that Snake is completely done with his infiltration mission. You know, he has not want to do this anymore, he's just had enough. You know, it's been a rough day. So we're just gonna quickly go ahead and glitch through this wall, and go to the spa.
Or not.
Or not. But we are. Because he did the glitch, even though we're now inside the wall, and we just skipped half of the game. So, Nordic. I guess we can close the incentive in a couple seconds here whenever you're ready. And then tell us if we are actually going to the spa or not.
Let's see here. I'll do one final refresh. And it looks like we're going to the spa.
We're going to the spa?
Yeah,
all
going to the
right.
spa.
Then you will have to have fast hands, my friend. Okay. Anyway, as you can see, we are now in this wonderful hotel room. You know, we have a bed. We took off our shirt. We are very relaxed. We have a friend hanging out in the corner over there. I think he's a little bit drunk. You know, he's like, you know, just vibing. You know, just drenching in the atmosphere. And then I call our buddies here. You know, have a little bit of a chat. We have this wonderful person outside just running around. I think he has a little bit of a bowel movement going on at the moment, so he's not in the best shape. But you know, it's okay. It's okay.
So we're gonna go for the Maryland.
Yes. All right. So basically, we call it room service. You know, we want to go to the spa. Obviously, they will take us at some point. I think this guy is really relieved of being here at ESA in this run, right? We're all very happy to be here, like that guy, exactly. Why are you hiding under the bed, though?
Because I'm scaring Johnny, and if Johnny is scared, he won't fall asleep during his watch.
You're actually scaring the hotel service around here.
So he's paying attention because we need that treatment.
Gotcha.
Before we do that, we're gonna do a quick save, just to make sure.
Yeah, like we said, we are going to the spa. We're getting the whole body experience for the whole thing. However, keep in mind this section is actually supposed to happen way later in the game, when you've actually defeated some of the members of Fogsound, done the boss battle, and actually gotten some upgrades to your health bar. Now, because you generous people donated for it, we're actually going to do the, spa sequence, which means that Mies has to mash to, be very relaxed, I want to say, and actually not die during the procedure with very little health. And even though we are playing on easy difficulty, this is very hard to do. So, let's see how this goes. I mean, we're all believing in your body. People donated money for this. They want to see that. You paid money to be in this hotel.
I know.
I mean, in that hotel and also this hotel, but more importantly, this hotel, because those people donated for that. So let's see how it goes. I don't think Snake is enjoying that spa treatment very much, is he?
No.
I think Revolver also really has.
He likes it though.
Yeah. He's more of the guys who likes it rough, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a very long bar, dude. Okay. So far, so good. Remember, you guys donated for that.
Had enough yet?
Did you have enough?
Nah,
we don't have
not
enough.
finished yet.
No, we're not.
All right. Okay, we're not finished yet anyway. I mean, I guess he won't let us out of this anyway. All right. There we go.
Look at him mashing. He's mashing like crazy.
All right.
You're a strong
Okay.
man.
No, keep in mind, that was the first sequence. We have to do this
You're
again.
the boss's brother, all right. You're
Yes.
All right.
Sorry. He wants to, talk about our whole family tree and whatnot, and we're just not interested in that. We're just here for a nice relaxation. We're back in our room. We can focus. We can cool down a bit, and I guess we have to do this again at that point.
Yeah, again.
All right.
I think the host had something special planned.
Oh my God. I guess Nordic. Do you want to quickly read us something? Especially serenade us a little bit.
So it's written down for someone special.
I do. In fact, I've got a donation that came in from Chilenium. They say, I am very proud to see my friend on stage here at ESA tonight, flying out to Sweden and playing MGS in support of Alzheimer's research. Super proud of you, buddy. Go have fun. And that was a $100 donation that went towards... Oh yeah, give it up. That went towards saving Otakon. We had a few others, actually, that were trying to get Otakon to be saved here. We had $5 from Devil Snake 74. They said, it's like one of my Japanese animes. My money goes for Otakon. But sniped at the last minute, Go123 Attack donated $50 to saving Meryl.
Wow, thank you.
So thank you so much for that lovely electrolysis muscle stim spa treatment.
Oh, man.
I mean, you really have to give it up to Revolver also, giving us the whole treatment. I mean, Snake is definitely I don't know if this is really relaxing, getting all these volts through your body. I mean, it can be.
I don't know.
At that point, I don't know. It's a little bit of a scuffed territory. I mean, Chad, if you want, tell us how you would feel in that situation. Would it be relaxing or would it not be relaxing? Let us know with your donations. Anyway, we are back to the procedure, round 2.
Okay.
Feeling lucky? Let's go.
Let's do this.
Press the
All right.
circle button.
This is really quite grim, if you have nothing else going on over there. Like you're just listening to him, like
Listening and screaming around like I don't know. Something.
But we're nearly through this. There's only this and another bar, and then we'll be out of this. So Mies is just, really treating this controller really badly right now to, stay alive right here. Because again, he has a very tiny health bar. There is basically no margin for error here. Imagine doing this on extreme difficulty.
Then it's,
I don't think you would be able to do it, right? Maybe you would have to get what was the name of the metal Mega Man 3 runner again? He was earlier here doing this marathon. He actually had this mashing team with his teeth, which was awesome.
all right, now
All right, that was it. Woo! We got our spa treatment, and you know what? After all this relaxation, I think we should give our good friend Snake a call to see if he's a little bit hungry.
Okay.
All right, let's see if he answers.
It's calling.
All right. Uh-huh. Okay. I guess we can do that. Sounds good. All right. Okay. Noting that down. Yeah. That works. We can think we should have that. Yeah, I don't care. Dude, just give me your order. Yeah? Hotel's good? Okay. Spa sucked. Well, there you go. All right. Is that it? No? Okay. Oh my God.
He is ordering, so watch it slow.
All right. Okay. Yep, delivery boy. Our esteemed guest, he ordered. Wait, let me just get that on here. So, he will have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda. Get on it. All right. That was a large order, man. Holy shit. That dude is hungry after that spot. And I can't believe it. All right. Let's see if that order actually comes through. Like, I don't know. That guy looked a bit dodgy. Yeah.
I don't know.
Was it really the best delivery guy I had around?
Well, it's time for leave the treatment here.
All right. Here he comes. All right.
I'm here.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, jeez. He's coming back. See you later.
All right. Did Snake get his whole order?
Only ketchup. What's this?
Bottle of ketchup.
I demand a refund.
What?
Do you already paid for the order, or?
Dude, you suck at delivering.
Only
If
ketchup.
this guy wants a refund, that goes off your salary, let me tell you. Anyway, well,
to the game.
I guess the ketchup bottle is all that we really needed to escape the hotel room. And now you're killing Johnny?
Yeah, now we're gonna start the run.
So this is an actual time paradox. So suck it, Snake Eater. The first game did it first. Anyway, I guess we're just taking our stuff and leaving this hotel because we've definitely had enough. Like the room service is awful. When we order anything, it doesn't come through. The spa is, well, again, let us know in the comments if you would enjoy that. And yeah, we are back to the actual game now. And again, remember, we skipped about half of that. So that means we now have a level 6 card, which opens just about every door in the game, you know, other than the level 7 card, which we'll get a little bit later. But this obviously, you know, messes up the game a little bit. So we kind of have a sniper rifle right now, but we also kind of don't. So what Mies is actually going to do is he's going to head and pick up the sniper rifle. Even though the game tells you, no, you can't pick that up, you are full on ammo and everything. This is actually required that you get the sniper rifle later on. Now, with that all out of the way, I think it's time to blow this joint and go into another another facility because, you know, I don't think we had a lot of fun in here.
Nope.
We really didn't. So let's just go out the back and go to the first snowfield. Or, you know, the field between the buildings.
Fight the tank.
Exactly. So keep in mind there are a lot of mines in this section, you know, all these claymore mines. So Mies will actually follow a very strict path to go ahead and dodge all of these. And you will see a tank in the upper right corner here in just a second where you would normally fight Vulcan Raven. And I think he was a little bit tired of waiting for us to come, so he just, you know, went away and we don't have to fight him at all. But since we are now in the nuclear storage facility, and, you know, the game thinks we did the boss fight because obviously otherwise we wouldn't be able to get there. We actually get a life upgrade now, which is awesome. And that also kind of, you know, it doesn't necessarily reset your inventory, but it actually gives you the necessary capacity upgrades. Now, in this particular section here, there are these metal grates on the floor. And normally if you would run over them, that would make noise, which would alert the guards. However, what Mies is gonna do here, he will equip and unequip very quickly the chaff grenades, which is called a skateboarding, because Snake is basically floating in a way over the metal grate, so he doesn't create sound, so the guards will not be alerted to him. So we'll quickly run up to this guard and then, you know, karate throw him over, and we'll go down another elevator to floor B1. Now keep in mind, normally you would have to do way more in this building. You would have to go down to B2, get the Nikita rocket launcher, shoot that through a whole maze, fight the ninja, come back up, find Meryl, la-di-da-di-blah. But we're just gonna go ahead and pick up some stun grenades, and then we're gonna go ahead and fight Psycho Mantis, which is a very infamous boss fight in this game. It's awesome.
Yeah. Very awesome.
I mean, look at him.
He's gone.
No, he's a bookshelf. Because obviously, you know, we kind of skipped this part, but also not really. Also, we can now just walk through that bookshelf because it actually never went to the side to reveal this hidden passage. So yeah, awesome boss fight. Very well done. Very well done. Now we are in this another passage where where all these wolves are. So we were gonna go ahead and equip the scarf, which you got from Sniper Wolf. And the scarf makes us also, I guess the hotel got a little surprise, you know, a little gratitude for staying with us, which was a bomb. I don't know any hotels which give you a bomb as a thank you for staying there, but, you know, it was a bit of a dodgy hotel, so... Give or take. Anyway, we equipped the scarf so the dogs or the wolves love us, so we can go through this part unhindered. And now we are into the Sniper Wolf sniper duel, but also not, because again, this whole prison section where we're in would be after this particular boss fight. So right now we are actually back where we are supposed to be with the glitch that we did at the start of the run. And when Mies is gonna, you know, mash through all this text, we are now going into the first of the 2 communication towers. And there is a forced alarm section coming up at the start of it. However, Mies will actually force the forced alarm, because normally what would happen, you would run into the communication tower, you would get spotted by the first camera, and the alarm would go off, and there's no way you can skip this. However, if Mies throws a grenade, he will still set off the alarm, however the little cutscene where the camera sees you won't actually happen. So it's a little bit of a time save going on there. He cocks the grenade and throws it. And now the alarm is on, and that camera doesn't need to detect you anymore to actually trigger the alarm. So now he will walk on, or walk up the tower, and on floors 5 and 8, he will throw a stun grenade to, well, stun the guards, so he can pass up the tower unhindered from there.
A little bit concentration here.
Skip coming up.
First try, yes! Oh.
So this is a glitch that actually a casual player in this game found like not that long ago or a while ago?
A year ago.
A year ago. So, you know, again, this is a 25-year-old game, and this was only found a year ago. Normally, you are supposed to go all the way up to the tower, grab a rope, and then rappel down this side of it to actually get to this boardwalk we are on now. However, if Mies does this correctly with throwing the stun grenades and then, you know, pressing his back against the door and doing a little bit of cam manipulation, he is actually able to glitch through the door with the help of one of the guards, or the grenades rather, and he skips that whole section. So we are now actually into the second communications tower already. He will now go all the way down until, you know, he finds the broken staircase and perform another glitch where he will glitch out the Stinger missiles. So what he will do here is he will plant some C4 and then lie down on the floor in a specific spot. Do a little bit of shenanigans. Nice! And he got it.
First try.
So, as you can see, you know, the game is a little bit confused right now because you have the Stinger missiles with 0 out of 0 ammo, but you don't actually have the rocket launcher equipped, but instead Snake looks like he has a grenade in his hand. So we are in a bit of a glitch state right now because of the glitch that Mies just performed. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go all the way up to the tower. You know, we have to throw some chaff grenades here because there are some auto turrets on the way that we, you know, have to, well, disable to actually get up there. And once we reach the top of the tower where the Hind D fight would normally take place, you know, you now have the Stinger missiles, you can fight back against the Hind D on top of it. Well, we're not exactly going to do that, are we?
No. What are you talking about? Fighting the Hind D without the Stinger.
We're going to do a boss fight here?
Nah, we're going to skip it.
We're not going to do that. But it will take a little while to go up this tower, so Nordic, if you have anything to read to us.
I do. I've got $5 coming in from Creepy Hearts. No comment, and thank you so much for the donation.
Oh, well, that was rather quick. But yeah, we are coming up onto the top of the tower here, and again, we're basically using the ladder that Mies just passed by to reset this tower to, well, perform another glitch. However, first of all, Mies is gonna go ahead and pick up a little bit of ammunition and a couple of rations here, which will come and play in just a short while.
So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna reset the room, so the boxes will reappear, and then we're going to go on top of them, and then we're going to fall down to the level, because we cannot have any fall damage. It's only active in the second Metal Gear Solid. So we don't have fall damage, and when we go fall through, then we're gonna fight Sniper Wolf.
So if you remember, once you actually defeat the Hind D, you are supposed to ride the elevator all the way down to the bottom of the tower to actually get out of it, because the staircases are broken. And you have, you know, this fight against the 4 invisible dudes on the elevator, la-di-da-di-blah. Again, we haven't defeated the Hind D yet, so we can't use the elevator to get down, but also the stairs are blocked. But there are some very conveniently placed boxes that crafty speedrunners can use to their advantage. So it's just a couple more steps down here, and we will be there. There we are.
Oh,
I got it.
yeah. Because if you are like misplaced any inch to the left or an inch to the right, then you soft lock the game and then it's GG. It's just yeah.
There's basically no backup, unless you have a safety save, of course.
Forgot about it.
Yeah, I was going to say you're playing it a little bit risky here, but I
Yeah.
also didn't want to interrupt you because obviously if you screw it up,
I took a risk there. I took a risk there.
So yeah, we're actually into the second Sniper Wolf boss fight here. I mean, we have never actually seen that character. But we also don't necessarily feel like fighting her because she was very rude to us by just shooting us like straight, in the chest somewhere and knocking us down.
Not nice.
So
not nice.
No, it's not a nice lady.
No.
Absolutely not. So normally, you are supposed to, do this boss fight with your PSG-1. But we're basically gonna go ahead and do the same glitch that we did with the C4 earlier in the tower. Where we blew Snake up onto the ground, did a little bit of, button mashing, camera manipulation, then equip the Stinger missile. However, this time we're going to do the same thing with the sniper rifle. So I'm going to give Mies a little bit of time here because it's very precise. And he got it. And now again, the game is a little bit glitched out, so we can just walk straight across the battlefield, so to speak. And I guess Sniper Wolf died because of cringe. I don't know.
Memes.
I guess she just didn't expect you to ever get close to her. She was like, ah!
She died of memes.
Okay. I can roll with that. Yeah. So, yeah, that was the Sniper Wolf boss fight. And now we're quickly going to go back into the communication towers to pick up a couple of grenades, was it?
We are backtracking because we have destroyed...
I always forget about that.
The Stinger. We need the Stinger in order to get through with the game.
Right.
Yeah.
So with all that glitching, again, the game was a little bit confused about the state we were in, so we actually have to go back up to the tower to actually go ahead and grab the Stinger missile launcher. Because obviously, at one point, we will need the Stinger missiles to fight the final couple bosses. And it would be kind of bad to forget about them. But I also always forget about that you have to go ahead and grab them for some reason.
Yep.
So there we go. Now, don't be too confused by the game kind of refusing us to give the Stinger launcher because, again, it said, we're already full on ammo and we have it and blah, 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 blah. You do have to go back and actually grab that. Also, another fun fact, now that we've actually defeated Sniper Wolf, the game obviously thinks that we have defeated the 4 invisible guys on the elevator. So we are basically home free to ride the thing up and down again. We don't have to, walk all the way. I mean, we actually could do that because the stairs are broken. So good thing this works out.
Now we're going to the blast furnace.
Yes. Because guess what? We are actually pretty close to the end of the game, even though we are only like, halfway through the speedrun, which is definitely interesting.
Okay.
Puppies! Gonna get some claps for puppies.
Puppies. Yay.
Puppies to the rescue. Another speedrun that will happen tomorrow, I think, on stream 2.
Okay.
Did I get that right on the schedule? All right, I did. Woo! Also, that is not the end of the game because back on the PS1, you would switch to the second disc of the game here. However, since we are playing on a PlayStation Vita, we can just go to the options menu and, make it swap CDs right then and there. So we're on to the blast furnace, and I think you're going to go for the next trick.
Yeah.
Okay. Mies is going to try and manipulate the crane here. So,
you have enough knights.
Okay. Let's see if this works.
No, missed it.
Okay. So we have to do it the normal way. We're on this little ledge where we have to shimmy to the other side, and there is this part of the crane in the way. And remember, this is the first Metal Gear. In the next couple Metal Gears, if you crouch down while you're on a ledge, you are actually able to shimmy to the other side. However, again, this is the first game where you can't do that. So whenever you duck down, you cannot shimmy to the left or to the right anymore. So we actually have to wait for this crane to make its movements before we're able to continue. Because otherwise, if we would be standing, it would just push us off, we would fall into the lava, and we'll die. And obviously, we don't want that. That hurts. That stuff is warm. Like, really, really warm. And we've already seen how, the spa area of this hotel looks like, so I'm not going for a warm swim there. No, thank you.
I mean, it's just a really good hot tub.
Yeah.
It is the warmest hot tub you can ever imagine. I would not put my pinky in there.
Little trick here, we just reset the room so the elevator did reappear fully, so that saves us a couple of seconds.
And now we're just gonna go ahead and throw these guys immediately off the elevator to make this fight go by a little bit quicker.
Very clean.
Keep in mind, we also didn't really pick up a lot of weapons up until now, so we kind of have to be a little bit crafty how we're gonna do this. And now we are actually getting into a boss fight that we're actually gonna do. Imagine that this is the first boss fight that we're actually gonna do the legit way in the speedrun. So coming up is Vulcan Raven in the what's it called? The freezing storehouse?
Yeah, just
What it's called?
a cold place.
A very cold place. I mean, it's still gonna take us the second elevator that I also forget about every time, but let's go over with it. At the bottom of this, we will be in this, ice cold house where Vulcan Raven is waiting, and it is a very big and mean machine gun waiting for us. So normally you're supposed to do a little bit of a cat and mouse game with him, where you can go ahead and plant down claymore mines or shoot him with a couple of missiles, Nikita, Stinger, whatever you have. However, we really don't have any of these weapons, but we have grenades. So what Mies is going to do is he's going to go ahead and cock a grenade, keep it in his hand, and then run up straight to Vulcan Raven and say hello to him, which that guy doesn't like for some reason. I guess he's really not that friendly, homophobic, whatever. So he'll start immediately shooting Snake, which means that Snake, because he gets hit, will drop the grenade. And then we get up, cock another grenade, which means that the first grenade is going to trigger and make us fall down again, which means that we will drop the grenade, and so on and so forth. So basically, we're keeping him in a stun lock by continuously dropping grenades on him. And at the worst of times, we need about 9 of these. If we get like a critical hit, because we are at just the right distance away from him, we might need fewer of them. So at the rest of time, we will need 9 grenades for this, maybe a couple fewer, but we'll see how this goes. So there's Vulcan Raven over there. Cock the grenade, get knocked down, let the grenade fall, cock another one, and there's the hit. And this will repeat until this fight is over. And this is also the reason why Mies picked up all these rations, because right now he wouldn't have enough health to actually survive this procedure. You need about 2 rations to actually be able to survive this, and a little bit more health than that. So if any of the other tricks up until this point would have gone terribly wrong, like the fight against Sniper Wolf earlier, where he was continually getting shot by her, we would be in a very rough spot right now. But this is looking pretty good. I think one more grenade should do it. And there we go. Now, if you remember this, you probably did this fight a little bit differently than what Mies did, but this is, the ultimate speedrun strat. This is the most optimal way to do this fight, even if it looks a little bit scuffed. But it is what it is. And we are very fast approaching, the last couple of sections of the game right here, because we are actually getting into the hangar. Metal Gear Rex.
Yeah.
Once these guys actually stop talking for a moment, my lord.
The codex, it's killing. I know.
I really wonder, what they're talking about. Like,
I don't know. All right, so now we are going to get this through this corridor with all those guns around, and we are getting the Stinger missile. So that's our first set of Stinger missiles in.
We're actually able to pick. And there it is, the newest modern killing machine. The what was it called? The bipedal walking nuclear-equipped battle tank.
Something like that.
These words in some kind of order that makes sense, I suppose. It's been a while since I played this game myself on the I'm only playing in Japanese, so
yeah.
It's skipping all the cutscenes. How can you skip the cutscenes? The most important part of this game.
I don't know. So what we are going to do is we are going to get all the way up. We're going to deactivate Metal Gear, but we need to do it in a certain sequence. We are getting a PAL key, and PAL key is a shape memory alloyed key. We're gonna try to put it in a console. So we need to go all the way up, except we're getting spotted. Then, in the moment that we are getting spotted, the PAL key is getting shot out of our hands and falling into the in the ditch. So we need to get our key again. So we need to go down again after a bit.
Once
And
these guys actually stop talking, I mean, I really have no idea what guys can talk over so much. Like their favorite flavor of beer?
no, they were talking about the Palki and how to deactivate Metal Gear and what to do with the sequence and I don't know, something about Master Miller.
Sounds made up to me, if I'm honest. But yeah, we have the PAL key.
And another codec.
We have the PAL key.
Wait for it.
We have the PAL key.
Wait for it.
We had the PAL key.
We had the Palki.
And now we have to go all the way down again, you know, climb over Metal Gear, go all the way down, and, you know, get that key card back, which actually is able to deactivate Metal Gear because, oh no, the terrorists are actually able to get the activation codes for Metal Gear out of our body back in the hotel room, like all the way at the start of the run. I guess that is why they made him drunk, so you can actually start talking.
I think so, yeah.
But he looked a little bit beaten up. Like,
Just lying down in a corner.
Yeah.
Rats eat him.
Yeah.
Insects. I don't
Oh,
know
God,
about that. Anyway, I think the host
rats.
has something to say.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I've got a $55 donation coming in from Mikosi Q. And they say, glad to see the legendary MGS on ESA. Can't wait to replay the entire HD collection on Switch this year. And
Nice.
Snake, please finish the word for me because I forgot. Fox?
First.
Die.
Nice.
But yeah, that was actually very good RNG that we got the rat on the very first try at this point, because the rat is random. It is completely RNG where it shows up. It has a couple different spawn points that Mies would have to check out in order to kill it and get that very important key card back. However, we had perfect RNG right here.
On the spot, if we had that without the mirror ending, so if we had the autoconning ending and the weapon glitch first try, then we were on world record pace. But anything for charity, right? Come on.
I was gonna say, are you blaming our very generous
No,
viewers for
no.
putting you off world
No.
record pace?
No.
What?
No.
We would
Everything
never-
for
we would never do
charity.
that.
Everything
We'd
for charity, people.
Anyway, we have our keycard back, so we actually on our way back to the control of another skateboarding section here to not alert the guard to our footsteps. And then we can input the first of 3 codes. However, there is a little bit of a problem with this PAL key that we have, because in order to put it into the other console, it has to have a certain temperature. Now at the moment it has basically normal room-like temperature. And for the other 2 consoles, we have to cool it down and then warm it up. And if you remember, we actually went through 2 locations that fit that bill. One is the very cold storage where you fought Vulcan Raven just now to make the key cold, and the other is the blast furnace. And yes, we have to go back to each of these locations and in between back to the control room to input these codes. So this is yeah, it's a very boring section, isn't it?
yeah. So if the host has anything to say, then this is a perfect moment.
All right. I would love to remind people that we have some really, really cool upcoming incentives that you can put your money towards. For instance, later on this morning, we have a run of Shin Megami Tensei that you can name the 4 characters. We also, a little bit later on, have the Pokemon trading card game where also you can name the trainer that Cruel will use in that run. So if you head on over to donations.esamarathon.com, you can see all of those incentives and put your money towards them.
Thank you very much. So we are backtracking, like Isma said, to the cold chamber where we're going to cool down our keycard, and we're going to do that as a sequence. We can do that in 2 sequences. We can do that by listening to a certain auto tune, and we can also look at the timer and wait for the minute, because it's a minute. We are playing Metal Gear Solid Integral version, and that's the Japanese version, and it's the fastest version out there. So yeah, that's the cue basically.
If you really listen closely to the music here, like every 20 seconds or so, there's this little synthesizer sound going on, and Mies basically knows that once the 3rd time this thing comes around,
This
Here you can hear it.
Second time.
It was the second time, and once it comes around the third time, that should have been exactly a minute. So the key should have cooled down to the cold temperature, and then he can go back to the command center and put that in again.
But we always check the PAL key.
You should always check if that minute has actually passed on.
Yeah.
Because it obviously never happened before that any runner just, you know, had a little bit of a gut feeling and was like, oh yeah, that was a minute. Went back up all that way to the command center to try to input the key, only for the game to tell them, hey, nah. That thing isn't cold enough. Please go back. And then you're on road record pace, and all of a sudden you are very, very sad. So Yamis checked his inventory here real quick to make sure that the key has, in fact, cooled down. So we are now making our way all back. I think they really tried to make the most of this one camera shot up Metal Gear X to show it to you as often as humanly possible at the end of the game to, you know, key you in on, key you in about what is to come at one point, sooner or later, eventually. I don't know.
Anyway,
we are supposed to, you know, power this thing down, not power it up.
No. So we are getting the keycard back in, and that's our second sequence. And then we have our third and final sequence, and then we're going to heat up the card. So I would like to use this time to thank a certain amount of people. Before I put the card here, by the way, hello. I was forgot to skate. Anyway,
I was gonna say, what are you trying to do?
No.
Are you really giving up? Come on, the road wasn't that bad.
No, it's anyway.
Sorry, go on.
I'm a man. I can't do two things at a time.
Should I speak for you? I mean, I have no idea who we're trying to thank.
No. Let me. It's okay. Because we are now passing the guard. We're okay. I would like to thank Slade. Slade is an ex-Metal Gear Solid runner, and he invented all the glitches that you basically see here in this game. He's a French guy, and he made this game happen. Right along with Plywood, with King, Jaguar King, and a bunch of other peoples of the Metal Gear Solid speedrun community. So, and also I would like to thank PST that is present in chat, also my own community. Thank you so much. I see you all. I see all your message, HD058, and thank you so much for your support. And thank you so much for your donations, and keep those donations in, because I think we have a few donation incentives on our plate for the next couple of runs, host. I don't think, do you have something? Maybe a donation incentive where people can make a donation to?
Absolutely. Like I said before, we've got the Pokemon trading card game. We've got Shin Megami Tensei. We've got Hiss, where you can show all the cutscenes. We've got Dust Force DX, where you can have them showcase the chaotic map set. All kinds of good stuff yet to come as we go into the early AM hours here in Sweden. But yeah, get those donations in, get those incentives and those bid wars selected when you do, and continue to support the Alzheimer's Founded.
So, Nordic, would you say the best is yet to come?
The best is absolutely yet to come.
Great song, by the way. Nice one.
If you get that, you are old.
Yeah.
I know that you are old.
Then you are loving Metal Gear Solid. If you know the best is yet to come. If you don't get it, Google it. Google it. It's amazing. Thank you, Etorando. Thank you, Chilenium. Thank you, Dolphindol. Thank you, everyone in chat. Very much appreciated. Also, Zelda. Thank you so much. All right. We're now getting our way up to the blast furnace. And we're getting ready for the final warm-up of the PAL keycard.
I was gonna say you were just gonna
chill and then
we're
warming
gonna
it
let
up
it there for the final warm-up period, and I was like, oh no, he's actually going for the card. I mean, it was pretty chill so far.
Yeah, it was chill, but we're out of chilling. We are cold, so we need to
warm ourselves up again. Get really fired up for the finale of the run.
Because we are still need to face certain people, right?
This segment is just, oh my god, what were they thinking? Like, if you've actually played the remake of the game, the Twin Snakes, there are actually two
pipes.
Pipes, thank you. A cold one and a warm one that you can use to, warm up or cool down the cart, which are way more convenient to reach than having to do this elevator ride up and down and up and down and up and down again. It's like, they really wanted you to get the most out of those elevators.
Saves,
because they are the slowest elevators in existence. Like, holy damn.
Saves a lot of time.
I mean, that is one way to stretch this game, as it isn't long enough with all these cutscenes that we skip. But yeah, we're just gonna, I mean, we're not really chilling here for a minute to warm that thing up. We're just gonna stand around and wait for that key card to, have the right temperature. It's like you're baking a cake or something.
Yeah, we're gonna chill for a bit, waiting for the sequence. We are now waiting for one synthesizer after a few drums, and then it's good to go. So, yeah, pushing some beats.
Where's Argic with a head movement that you?
I don't know. But the synthesizer is coming up. Really soon. Really soon. Almost there.
I can't wait.
Anyway. Host, do you have anything to say?
Well, I just hope chat gets all their cat jams in while we're sitting here chilling.
Cool. Cat jams in chat.
I really hope you're not chilling, because that would cool down the car. You want to warm it up.
There you go.
There we go. Synthesizer. And we're gonna check card, and we're good to
warm.
go.
Woo!
Yay.
All right, now to go all the way back.
All the way back.
And insert that thing into the final terminal, and then we win the game, because we powered down Metal Gear X.
I hope so.
You don't sound very confident, my friend.
No. I'm not feeling lucky today.
I don't like where this is going.
But if you say we're going to finish Metal Gear, then is it done, or?
We've seen that thing like, what, 3 times already now with a little, upshot.
Yeah,
So we saw it. Isn't that enough?
I think so.
Do we have to see it more?
I think it's enough. We're on estimate, so
Huh? Don't destroy our estimate game. Don't do it. Don't you dare.
we'll see. Let's see
it.
where,
Alright.
where it
Let's
goes.
see where it goes. Only one elevator ride, and then you have to go all the
And
way
then
up.
we go all the way up. Yeah.
Like, really now, if you go up to that command room, why would you ever need to go over the thing that is in the loading bay right then and there? How is that logistically feasible?
I don't know.
Like, if that thing ever goes out there is no way to go up to that command room.
They could only like build one stairs and all the way up. It's just like, or is that too easy? Is that too easy?
They didn't.
Oh, okay. I'm not an engineer, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
I guess all that money went into all these cameras and everything that we all skipped or something. I don't know.
Not what they didn't.
You know where it went?
Where?
Into the freaking food order.
Oh,
Where is he?
He's gone.
Where is he?
Oh.
God. He got his camo on, didn't he? Otacon is somewhere in here. I can smell him.
All right.
Eat this.
Anyway,
They're precious.
the precious. No, we just
The precious order.
Oh.
He probably ate that himself on the way there.
The previous run was Elden Ring. It was not Lord of the Rings. Pay attention, Ashman.
I mean, it has a ring in it, right?
Yeah, okay. You got a point there. But he had a blindfold on, so.
That was a very good run, actually.
Very amazing.
Well, once you're done with this run, eventually, go watch that blindfolded Elden Ring run that we had before. That was
good.
That was a watch. Like, holy damn.
Shoutouts to the guy with the blindfold on.
Are we there yet?
Almost.
Oh my god.
Nice note. We need to go fast here. Because if we are taking too much time, the card will cool down and we need to do the sequence again. We don't want that. So we need to go fast here.
Or do we?
No.
Donate $1,000 now to make us stay right here in this room. You have about 2 seconds.
1, 2. Oh, too
damn.
late.
All right. One final time through this room.
Yes.
Then one final climb.
Final stinger pack.
And then I can hit this button, right? I really want to hit this button.
I know. Almost. Just
Hurry up.
Just hover there for
Hurry
like
up.
another 10 minutes.
My arm is getting tired.
All right. Yeah, so we are now going all the way up to the control center for the people who had just tuned in back at home. We're now deactivating Metal Gear and then we can grab a coffee and go home. Sounds good.
I'll
Right?
take it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already, I don't know. What,
Gonna pick
past
up,
midnight? Oh, yeah, oh my god.
Pick up some sushi along the way. Not the sushi that Johnny has, because Johnny had a awful sushi.
That definitely got his bowel movement going. Oh my lord. That poor guy.
That was not good.
But I guess you put him out of his misery, like literally.
Yeah.
So I guess it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
All right. Anyway, the final card to power down Metal Gear.
And we're... Oh, this Master Miller. Master Miller has something to say.
What is happening? What is happening?
Master Miller has something to say to us.
Oh no, what's he doing? What's it
He is laughing because we have activated Metal Gear.
Oh no, what did you
Master
do?
Miller-
The
No.
game is going on. What the hell?
Master Miller is Liquid Snake.
Oh no.
Yeah. I don't know.
Not him.
Did you know?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Anyway, Otacon. Damn it.
Where is
He left for the other control room, didn't he?
Yeah.
He left for the other control room.
We did our...
If that guy
yeah.
doesn't let us out before that other blue bar runs out, you know, I'm gonna be very cross with him.
We're gone.
That is another salary, like right off.
We're gone. Okay, we're good.
I guess he did it. I guess he can keep his salary this time.
Okay.
All right.
Next stage is the Metal Gear Rex fight, and that's in 2 stages.
Actually gonna have a boss fight.
We actually have a major boss fight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the chaff grenades here. And I'm going to disable his radar system. I'm gonna get the Stinger missile. I'm gonna line up and I'm gonna shoot.
So, fun fact here that I actually learned by watching me speedrun this game. When I played this casually, I always waited for the Stinger missile to actually lock onto the target before I shoot. You don't have to do that. You can just keep shooting. And as long as the trajectory of the rocket hits the radar, you're fine. And that is the last one. All right.
Yeah, not my best.
First phase done. So this cutscene basically, or this sequence makes no sense if you don't see the cutscenes before him. But I guess we just give Gray Fox his final words.
Thank you. AKA Ninja. So, thank you very much for your service.
Well, then just. I'm just gonna let it.
Yeah. Second stage is Liquid can see us, so there has no use for the chaff grenades.
So basically, Liquid Snake is a little bit flexing on us here because we are literally shooting rockets at his face. A lot of them. And he can take it. Let that stick in for a moment. I think one more should do it. Okay, so the next part coming up is very precise because Liquid still is not that, even though we just shot 20 rockets into his face. And we're actually going to go ahead and have a fist fight. And this is actual serious time. So when the next fight starts, I would implore the audience to please keep it quiet because Mies has to actually time out his punches. Because the way this fight works is Mies will go ahead and throw Liquid 2 times to put him in a specific position. And then we'll go ahead and very rhythmically punch him in the face. It sounds funny, but it's very hard to do. Because the thing is, if you are off rhythm, Liquid will gain invulnerability frames, and then he will start running around on top of Metal Gear and, completely wasting time.
All right, Tech, can you mute me?
You might still be able to save her.
And otherwise, if he goes for the full combo, Snake will do a kick at the end and kicks Liquid away when, again, he will get invulnerability frames. So this is probably one of the most serious times in the run. So good luck, Mies, on the fight.
Have at you, Snake.
Didn't quite go as planned, but that was down to the wire. Like, my God.
I never had this so close before.
Close. I mean, again, that wasn't exactly the speedrun strat, but that was intense.
Nothing at all.
My God. Anyway, we are still not quite out of the waters yet. Because, you know, the whole facility is basically going to blow up in a couple of minutes because, you know, the American government has had enough. Snake isn't doing his job good enough, so they're just going to go ahead and send up some fighter jets to, you know, shoot rockets at it and blow the whole place up. But we're still inside, nonetheless, so we still have to do this little escape sequence here. Where Meryl will try to hijack one of these jeeps right here while, I guess you take that guy to again dancing left.
Yeah, it was
I mean, we're basically reenacting what Mitako and Drusilla did during Taskmaster a little bit earlier tonight. So we are just going to ride shotgun here, or machine gun, I guess. It's not a shotgun that you have, it's a little machine gun on the back of the Jeep. And we're going to go ahead and blow up some of the explosive barrels during the checkpoints here to make our escape. And this is actually a really nice sequence. I don't know, I just really like this part about the game. Like, the music is just... It really gets you going for this last part of the game, you know, after all. Obviously, you're maybe not getting the same feeling in the speedrun, but still, the sequence is really awesome for when it was released back in the day.
So this is the Meryl ending. You see Meryl. Normally, when you are like skipping the cutscene or skipping the torture sequence, you have an Otacon ending. So you are facing the exit with Otacon. This time it is with Meryl, and you have an audio cue with the guards. Near the guards, that's a little voice of Otacon, so that's a nice Easter egg. It's going to look great. Now we're going to fight Liquid, and Liquid has HP, has health. In order to get him into the next sequence, we need to inflict him damage without getting him from left to right. So we're going to shoot a little bit, and we're going to hit him a little bit, and then he goes to the other side, and then he's eventually going into a tunnel. That's the second sequence that we are now currently at.
So can I just quickly remind all of you, that this guy not only survived multiple rockets to the face, he also survived multiple punches to the face, getting kicked off Metal Gear, falling to his death, and now we are shooting him multiple times with a machine gun? What is that guy?
He is God.
He had the nice spot treatment.
I nearly hit the button.
Almost. We are almost close to an end though. Because when the white
Nano machines.
Yeah.
Nano machines.
Yeah. When the white screen appears, it's time. So. And time. Snake. Well, that's it for me, guys. I would like to thank ESA for the great audience. Thank you very much.
It's his first time, yes. So give him a big hand.
Host, thank you so much. Aishma, my co-commentator, you were amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And we keep on going because we don't want to run behind schedule again. So
I mean, you are a minute underestimate. Come on.
We are a minute underestimate. Okay. Thank you so much for for having me, ESA. Really much appreciated. Thank you so much. And I hope to meet everyone once again. I'm still here for a couple of days, and I'm looking forward to the next runners here. And have fun at the event and keep on donating. Thank you so much.
Quick shout out from me to my dad, actually, because
sure.
Back in the day, he actually got me the American version of this game. You have to keep in mind, I am German. That was in the end of the 90s. getting an American game on the PlayStation 1, that was something like very special. He didn't know better at the time for some reason. He just got it from it. So we actually had to get my PlayStation 1 modded so I could actually play the game, and it spared me from the god-awful German dub. I don't know what they did there, but you know, there is a reason why David Hayter is or was synonymous with Solid Snake for a long while.
He's a
So
legend.
Thanks, Dad. I really appreciate you coming through for me and getting me the American version of Metal Gear Solid back in the day.
Okay, talking about family, just quick. Thanks my wife, my kid, and my mom and dad also watching. I've seen them in chat, so thank you very much. And my community. So yeah, love you all. Love ESA. Have fun in the event. Floor is yours again. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Give him a big round of applause, everybody. We're going to hop on out to an intermission, and when we come back, we're going to have a little bit of Super Mario Sunshine. So stick around. We've got some great ESA to come. And that's going to do it for me on the hosting desk for this morning. I am going to leave you in the very capable hands of someone far more talented than myself, the one and only Skenme. So y'all have a great morning, afternoon, day, night, whatever time it is where you are. Keep watching, keep donating, keep raising money for Alzheimer's Foundation, and I will see you all tomorrow.